There it should go. Go to the intro. Go to my channel. All right, looks like it's going to go. All right, so check this out. It looks like the delays. Let's see how bad the delay is. Let's go to Twitch, Twidget, whatever. And that's pretty good. Jeff says he's second. 1, 2, 3, about 4 seconds on that because I didn't start my one. So good. John Aloy says, Jim says, I will not be joining tonight, working the polls again tomorrow, do dead bedtime for me. No problem, Jim. When you are finally here, I want to talk to you about lighting. I want to get with you and Jose both on lighting. I'm going to put some studio lights in, actually. And when you get a chance, I'm going to talk to you about it. So John Aloy Sr.'s here. Good to see John Aloy. Pretty much a regular on Friday and Saturday night. Maybe even Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night tonight, since Monday's a holiday. We'll just have to cross that bridge when we can. So hopefully hopefully audio is okay in YouTube. I haven't gotten any complaints yet or verification of anything, so hopefully it is good. John Aloy, good. He can hear, so cool. Yeah, Jim, when you get a chance, there's no rush. I want to talk to you and Jose about the lighting situation. Although tonight this doesn't look too bad, and I just changed out 2 bulbs. That's all I did. Lights are still in the same place. They're still off to in front of me with no shading. VH Ringer, you're awake. No nap today. Really? No nap. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I got in a nap. Not a very long nap, but I got in a nap.
I decided to run to Lowe's and get a few things.
Yeah, I went to 3 different grocery stores tonight looking for something. I actually found one of what I was looking for, and the one didn't even have it, and then the other one had the same thing I had bought before, so that was pretty much a wash. So tomorrow I'm going to hit the Asian stores and see if I can find what I'm looking for there. We will see. We will see.
I did some online shopping.
Yeah, I did that as well, but I didn't place any orders because I want to see if I can get it locally first. If not, I'll get it. I think I can get everything she wants off of Amazon. I will do that for you, Jim. I will make sure he knows because I do plan on being back by 2 o'clock to catch it from the beginning. Not a problem. I got you covered. Take care of it. So hopefully we'll see him tomorrow night. What else is going on today? I got 2 projects going into DaVinci. I actually was able to get one of the non-MP4 QuickTimes to render, and I can see it in Photoshop. But I can only see half of the project. BH says, let me guess, you made 4 gallons of ice cream. Yeah.
Now, I cleaned and painted my metal stairs that go out to the garage.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to my neighbor. He picked up his new radiator. And I decided I'm going to order my pressure washer. I found a 3,000 PSI, 2.5 gallon per minute pressure washer for $164 with free shipping.
Not bad. Amazon?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm waiting for my game to start back up, and I'm going to see if the audio filters over to YouTube or not. It should. It really should. So this is going to be a test. If someone on YouTube,
the Illini and the Hoosiers.
see how distracting this is.
Isaiah Williams and Miles Scott in twin safety.
And I ordered
this is Isaiah
an
Williams.
electric
Great open field tackle.
dethatching
Open field
machine.
tackle. Wow. Tom Allen during the
Getting
end of
a
the
thumbs
quarter
up from Tony. I'm going to guess that means he can hear the audio from the football game.
Tim, and he's got a passionate approach
That
about
is
him.
not
and then
good.
he got Cam in there, just like he did in practice when he named him one of the 4 captains that they had. He's showing
So I'm
you
going to go ahead and
exactly
mute
what it's
that.
all about. He knows if they can
at least
rally
follow
and win
the
this
game.
one, they'll have another flag near Old Glory that they post after every.
There we go. I muted that. So good.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to call Defense Accounting about my password. I have to wait till Monday. No, Tuesday.
I think I just made a mistake on here. I shot 2 videos this afternoon with my iPhone. They were both a minute long. They transferred in like nothing, flat over. So I did one tonight coming home, but I think it just said it didn't process for some reason. It was like 13 minutes long. I wanted to see how long that takes to process. Darren Gilholm says, good morning. Darren, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing up? Hopefully you haven't been awake all this time waiting for us to get started. And it looks like my college team is going to fall apart. They played a really good first half. Now they're playing like a high school team. Sean Gallagher says he'll be in shortly. Good to know, Sean. And a little bit of ribbing going on with BH Ringer to Darren Gilholm. So that's cool. I was going to do something, but I forgot what it was I was going to do. Imagine that. I know one thing I want to do. I got to move my camera. I'm going to move the camera a little bit to the right. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Back in about the same place. I'll go ahead and let Jeff in. There's the doorbell. Evening, Jeff.
Good evening.
So the $1 million question is, how many people stuck around and actually watched all of Carrie today?
Watched about an hour and a half and I got bored.
Yep.
Wow.
I didn't watch it all. I had stuff to do.
I made it about 15 minutes maybe. I watched it to the point where he went back to readjust the camera the second time.
Yeah.
And that's when I lost interest.
Took him an hour before he even started building.
Okay, there's 1, 2. I
I
don't
need
think.
to see.
Doggone it.
Did he get it finished?
I don't know. That's why I was asking. I have no idea.
Yeah, he got it booted up.
Did he?
And, yeah, he had to steal 2 extension cables from another build. I remember that part. And that's about the time I lost interest.
I'm about
That was
I'm
his
about to skim through it
theater.
muted.
So now I'm a little frustrated. It got my 2 little videos, it looks like, but it didn't get my 13-minute video. Oh, man. Yeah, let me see how long it takes these to go. I set the tripod up in the car today. Works perfect. The only thing I got to figure out, and I actually explained this in one of the videos, I've got to figure out how to anchor or weight it down so that when I go around a corner or I go over bumps or anything like that, that it's doesn't move around, doesn't tip over.
Well, if you get it tripod working in the car, you can get a side job as making things for Google Maps.
There you go. Well, the other thing I noticed too, it was 13 minutes and 28 seconds long, and it literally took 32% of the battery to do that. So that's not good. And like Lauren and I were discussing coming home, it's good. It's a good test to see how we can set it up in the golf cart. So when I play golf again, she can sit in the cart, zoom it, get closer, and move it around. Or
Now, when she's doing it now, is it recording all the time, or is she starting to stop it?
oh no, it records all the time. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out a way to pause a video when you're recording it on the iPhone.
Okay.
That would be good. Actually, that would be real good. But
I mean, I was just thinking about battery life when I said that.
yeah, I yeah, I agree with that. That's good.
Need one of
Sean,
those, need one of those suction cup, dashboard, holders.
Yeah, I could do that too. All right, I'm kind of messing around here with some windows again. Hey, Sean,
Hey,
good to see you.
yeah.
Haven't seen you in a couple days. Everything okay?
Yeah, I've been ordering stuff for my new computer that's coming.
Okay.
I
all your
ordered
hard drives still working?
huh?
All your hard drives still working?
The 120. I just sold that computer today for 500, and so and then I ordered a 7th gen Dell 340 Optiplex, and it has an NVMe drive, a 256. But that's too small for me. So I went with since it's an Intel machine, I went with a Intel 660p 512, and I went with it's um coming with 16 gigs DDR4. So I just ordered a 32 gig kit for about $80.
Let me ask
And
you a question about those. Now, this is what, refurbished or off lease computer?
yeah, I bought it off eBay off this guy. He sells them for pretty cheap. I bought it for $124.
No, say, is
So,
anybody selling 8th generation Intel CPUs off lease yet?
yeah, there's plenty of them on eBay.
Because if you go 8th generation, then you can be set for Windows 11 when you have to transition to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They probably
But
want
if you
$dollars
buy,
more for 8th over 7th, I assume.
yeah, if you buy off of eBay, make sure that it's free returns though. So if anything's wrong with it, if the guy sells you a faulty machine, you can just be like, "Hey, it's faulty," and he'll pay for the return shipping,
You
and then
hope.
you can ship it back to him. So I've never had a problem. I've always bought.
Well, eBay is better about that now.
Oh yeah, if the seller doesn't refund you, eBay will refund you, and then they'll go and put a mark on that guy's account.
Because way
Saying,
back in the day, this was around 2004. I bought a complete Dell XPSR 350, similar to what I already had because I was having issues. And part of it was messed up in shipping. It worked, but the case on the monitor was cracked. And I never could get the guy to do anything about it. He finally just stopped responding, and eBay didn't have the same policies in those days.
So that power supply did go in that train case.
Yeah.
Barely.
Barely. So to give a real quick shout out to BH Rigger, he sent me an email and he recommended another DaVinci Resolve person. I've actually watched a couple of his things. He is pretty good. I hope he's going to be out there in Portland for the DaVinci Resolve. It's like Comic Con only for DaVinci Resolve. I can't remember the name of it, but it's going to be October 1st and 2nd. If you guys want to geek out and watch it, I can guarantee you I'm going to watch it, but I can't afford to go out there in person. But yes, I got it, BH. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So I just transferred two movies that were a minute long. One of them transferred in about 35 seconds. The other one took 3 minutes, and they are identical movies except one was shot in cinematic mode, one was shot in just regular video mode. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. But I'm frustrated because my big 13-minute one that I really wanted to test seems to not be here. So yeah, that's putting it mildly, Rick. Is there a lag or delay? I hope not. Let's try to see if there is. Let me go to the technical issue screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-second delay by counting, which is a little fast. And I'll go back to Zoom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, seems to be okay. Seems to be just fine. I don't know how audio is sounding.
Sounds good over here.
So, Rick, have you got your iPro stuff moved yet?
No, I'm gonna be doing that here soon.
I'll be curious to know how long that takes. Actually, I really
Hey
will.
Chris, I put some links in the chat for you. Well, it's for anybody, but this guy sells legit stuff. So I bought from him like a long time ago, and he sells legit stuff.
Okay.
And they come with, some of them come with just solid state drives, and some come with NVMe drives. But this guy is really good.
Well, the good news is the 13-minute 32-second video is still on the phone. It's just going to be a pain for me to transfer, I think. So I'll be dealing with that off and on tonight.
Just go to the DCM folder in your phone and.
Yeah, the other ones were there. That one's not. And I think we had this problem with the golfing videos. When they're over a certain length in time, they just don't show up. So I'll give it a minute to process or whatever and see what happens. I see RM is in the chat room. This should be his first night of 3 back to work. I think he should be working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. By the way, Robert, congratulations on 20 years of a 911 operator.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hey,
recently. Good. Yeah, very good. That's something you should be very proud of. So I just want to give that shout out. So, man, the fourth quarter is going by quick. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. My team's down 16-17. Been a pretty good game. So I do have an interesting DaVinci Resolve project going on involving 3D text. I've got it 3D'd, but I can't get it to do anything else. And I've gotten it this far without cheating. I'm debating on whether I want to continue plugging along, experimenting, trying this and that and the other, or because I have a time frame on it, do I want to just go get the tutorial that I watched a while back and see what I'm doing wrong? I'll have to decide that tomorrow.
Chris, the one that I got is a Dell Optiplex 350 SFF i5 7500, 3.4 gigahertz, 16 gigs DDR4, and a 256 gigabyte NVMe drive with Windows 10 Pro.
Okay.
That's the one I just ordered. It says it'll be here on the 8th. Thank goodness, because I'm tired of this slow piece of crap right here. This Core 2 quad thing is, I'm trying to get my dad to get rid of it because I told him I'm building you another machine, okay? I gave you mom's, so you gave me mom's old computer. Now I'm building you a computer. Get rid of this one. This one's not worth for anything. It's really, really slow. Even after I did the CPU upgrade to it, it's still slow.
So it's got a SSD in it and it's still slow?
Yeah.
I see Doug has given up on SpinRite already.
I didn't think that would take long.
But his description for tomorrow, one of the last things in there, he says something to the effect of "I've given up on SpinRite" or "Why I give up on SpinRite" or something. So
I have the version he has, but I haven't touched it in a long time. I upgraded to version 6. I don't know, several years ago when I was having issues with the disk. and it didn't cost me much to upgrade. I had to have them look up my registration stuff for me, which he did,
Right.
and it just didn't do anything useful. I had very good success with SpinRite way back in the day on the very early hard drives. Those were the days when the heads would maybe wander a little bit over time.
Mm-hmm.
And SpinRite was very good at reading stuff and then re-recording it under the present location of the heads on all the platters. But I don't think it does a whole hell of a lot anymore. I'm not going by what Carrier said, but it's just he did a stream one time with that guy at $300 data recovery.
Right.
And that guy who makes his living getting stuff off hard drive says, if you want me to work on it, don't use SpinRite on it first, you know.
Wow.
And he was saying, you know, in his opinion, it did more damage than helped for most people.
Yeah.
That was this guy saying, not Kerry. I take what Kerry says with a grain of salt anymore, but
Sure.
man, Bass is a guy who makes his living at data recovery. So I don't know.
Carrie's video was pretty funny today.
Pretty damn long.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I watched 10 minutes of it, and I said, you know what? I got other things I got to do.
Did he ever get the camera issues resolved?
All right, this is
No,
going to be a
he's
test
still
video.
working on it. He says every video he's going to work on it a little bit until he can figure it out.
You're welcome, Robert.
I'm going to try something here.
Uh-oh.
So, Chris, is this,
Uh-oh. Who said that?
Chris, the one that I'm using now is a 4-2 quad Q8400. It's 2.66 gigahertz, 4 cores, 4 threads, and it's got 12 gigs of RAM and 120 gig solid state drive, and it's slow.
All right, so hopefully everybody's now seeing the same thing. I'm sharing my screen with Zoom, and I am, wow, I got a line in there again. I got to go figure out what that line is right there on, oh, it's the, okay, I know what it is. It's trying to pick up that line that keeps showing up over there on,
That's something on the
And-
right-hand side.
yeah, it's on the right-hand side. It's just, it's supposed to find Zoom for me and do the green screen thing. But anyway, this one is 43 seconds in length, and here we go.
All right, this is going to be a test video at night, sitting still. It is on my tripod. It is on the iPhone holder for the tripod. I've got it actually so I can see the screen, what it's recording. I'm going to pan this around this way, and I'll pan it back around
Where Mrs. K
this
works.
way.
Yes.
Nice
I do
building.
have one little
Yeah.
adjustment that I've got to make. I'm not using the pan handle right now because the way I've got it set up is not good. So there's 34 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and stop this for now, and I'll do a moving one here in a minute. See how that looks.
So that was one. And the way my dumb luck goes, I'll play the same one again.
All right, this is video number 3. This is actually moving.
Oh, this is
I
the long
moved
one.
it to where I can now pan around and drive at the same time.
Oh,
which is
wow,
probably
this
not
is the-
smart, but I'm in a parking lot, so it's relatively safe.
The only reason I know it's the long one
Got
because
a
it's
few adjustments to
1332.
make. This is going to check
So which one did I miss?
4 or 5 things: the audio, how the video looks at night, and how long it takes to transfer. Because I'm gonna let this one run for quite a long time, actually. We are headed home.
Wow, it picked up the doors locking at 16 miles an hour.
This will also test the theory of the tripod and whether it's going to stay up to corners or not. Coming over here, see it bounced around there a little bit.
That's good. It did
Mrs.
move,
K
but
is
it
trying to do the right
didn't
thing and
reflect in the video.
steady it, but I want to see what it does. No, that'll be good.
I might find a deer. Just a thought.
So you got to hear some of this commentating coming up.
Well, this is actually a good test for golf too.
Oh.
Okay, if we can get this set up for golf and you can figure out if you can zoom this or not while you're doing it, which you can, because I just did. So I'm gonna leave it right.
Now I noticed when I put it back, it's out of focus. But at 35 mile an hour, I don't want to be focusing the camera.
This will give us some idea of on a Friday night how long it takes to get home. Now, I don't know.
I do think about things from time to time.
So I have no idea how
Far
it
and few
looks.
between, but I do.
Looks like the car in front of us might be churning.
Oh, I wish I'd have known it was out of focus. It looked all right on the camera
Looks
itself.
like the car in front of us has got its turn signal on to turn 17 miles away. Oh, there we go. So hope this is picking up
Yeah, it's
the
just
same field of vision that I see.
I'm gonna go ahead and
It is. That's going to be pretty cool.
We want to find out how good this is with regards to golfing.
yeah. Suddenly it's we want to
maybe
find
in the
out.
next few weeks when we go golfing, we will be able, or I will be able to rotate the camera and find whatever I can find there. Except
Yeah.
instead,
Not me golfing. She's going to go, oh, look, there's a
Oh, the
bird.
geese.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
there's
the geese. Oh, there's the lake.
and it minimizes the strain on my arm because I have a
Yes.
tripod.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
again, with Jose sending me the link, I'm looking into that. If I can get it to where she can actually walk and push the tripod with very little effort once it's set up, that would be fantastic.
So I'm gonna stop it for just a second. That's This is the second light we got stopped at. We got stopped at every light going home tonight. That has never ever happened until tonight. I was so frustrated.
Yeah.
I think some of the
Murphy is
I think
alive
some of
and well.
The 1,300 views we got was due to the fact she was, out walking up close and getting really good shots. So the last 2 or 3 she's been in the cart because she's tired.
It's bad weather too.
There's one more light up in front of us.
Oh,
there, the green one.
so
That's
it
where we turn
refocused. That's
left.
cool.
We'll get stopped.
'Cause I
at
didn't
it.
focus it.
I stopped at
I'm
every
just
doggone
jumping
You
ahead.
probably
light.
could get some, if you would make a video running red lights and upload it, you probably get some views.
It's very ironic. You go through here about 5:30 in the morning when she works overnight.
How
to go
close you
early.
can get to that
I
car?
can make it down there in about 7 minutes.
It,
Right now
it looks closer than it is.
You
11
pay the
minutes,
fine,
15
I'll run
seconds.
one.
And we're still here.
And we're still stuck
We're almost
at a
done.
light.
We're almost nearby.
Yeah, we're about 2 minutes
Coming
away.
up through there,
We're
she's
gonna
like,
get
"There's
stopped at the
McDonald's,
light,
there's
though. Watch and see.
Arby's, there's Kroger." She's cracking me up. But that's not bad. I'm glad it refocused. I really am. I'll have to scrub through this, later on by myself. Figure out
Have a
where it
shortcut.
refocused.
Yep,
And you can see the
light's
light
turning. What
change.
did I tell
Oh man, I'm telling
We're
you.
gonna turn left now.
you? Turning into our street. Dead end street, one way in, one way out. We like that.
I'm pretty pleased with this so
Done
far.
A lot of traffic.
For being at late at night,
I don't think I've ever seen
no
anybody
lighting
that's not
other
supposed
than
to
the
be
headlights and the
here.
outside lighting. This
Believe
is
it?
pretty crystal
See what
clear.
it does.
Yeah, it is.
See
Damn,
our
those are some
door
big
opening
trees.
up there.
Even
Little
when I
tiny driveway.
swung in here, the tripod did not tip over. I thought it would.
Here's our beautiful Vinca.
It's moving because
Our ugly garage. Pay no attention to the garage.
ugly.
This is the point in
Do
time.
you
where
leave the
I will blur
garage
that out.
open?
No, I opened the door. If you go back
Okay.
to right, if you go back to right,
Opening up there.
right
Yeah, 'cause
there,
you
you can
get
see
people
the door
stealing.
opening. If you look to the
See
left,
what it does.
you can actually see the door opening.
See our door open.
See right here, Chris?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Opening up there.
Blackrock says, "Wow, 2 kids in a podcast. Nice."
I can do that actually. I can put 5 or 6 or 7 or however many kins we want to put in there. All right, I will stop sharing my screen.
Here's our
Thank you guys. I
beautiful
just
Vinca.
wanted to share that with you.
Moving because
And now I'll shut it off once I figure out how
I
to shut
thought
it
of
off.
something messed up
Garage.
to do, but never mind.
Well, I've got to figure out now where and why my other videos at. That's the 13-minute one. The other short video is gone, and that's really weird. So it looks like we're back. I'll bring back my football game. Still 17-6, 5 minutes and 26 seconds to go. They're gonna lose.
I was gonna
There-
say, find out what Ken's license plate is and what car he drives, and ride up right beside him and just give him the finger as he's recording. There's some people on YouTube that are just recording, driving down the road, and people flip them off.
I don't doubt it,
That
Sean.
would get me pissed. I bet people will get shot over that.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
People are getting shot over the littlest things these days on the road.
People are getting shot everywhere over the littlest things, not necessarily on the road.
Let me ask Ken or somebody a YouTube question here. If you
Should you start
rebroadcast,
YouTube? Yes.
if you rebroadcast part of another channel's video with no sound to make commentary on what that channel's doing, can that get you a copyright warning or whatever it's called?
People do that all the time.
Only,
With sound.
yeah, only if the person whose channels you're rebroadcasting files a complaint, is my understanding.
All right, I'm just curious. I accidentally came onto something like that hour or two ago, commenting on another one that I'm subscribed to. It's a guy who has a small farm, and he documents what he does there, raising stuff for farmers markets and stuff. That may not sound very interesting. The guy's a good speaker, good commentator on what he's doing. I enjoy his channel, but this one, they didn't rebroadcast any of the sound from the original channel, but they showed various clips and commented on what the guy was doing and their estimate of how much money he was making and yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't know the rules for that sort of thing.
I'm not 100% sure. I know Alex used to rebroadcast mine quite a bit, and we kind of talked him out of it because we weren't 100% sure. I'm trying to figure out.
I think Josh might get a copyright strike for playing Fortnite with that music. I've seen people get copyright strikes.
Oh, he'll be fine.
From the game.
No, he'll be fine.
Playing Fortnite with what?
I've seen Fortnite players get they say that they got copyright strikes for playing the music of Fortnite in the background.
Oh, okay.
Well,
No,
everybody
he'll be all right because it's considered part of the game.
Everybody hit the deck. Blackwatch just came in.
Here I was betting on a triactor. No, Sean, I lose.
Well, you didn't have me for 2 days, so count your blessings.
Like I said, a triactor, and here you are.
There's 9/11.
I had to come in here and listen to you talk. Never mind, we're on YouTube. Talk crap.
So that's pretty good. That 13, almost 14-minute video moved over in under 3 minutes. I really can't complain about that at all.
Oh, after you uploaded it?
No, I didn't upload it. I just plugged in my USB, and it comes up and says Apple phone. Click on that. Go to DCIM. Click on that. Go to today's, or actually September's folder. Click on that. Open it up, and then go find the .mov files, and then move them over. Before, I used to have issues doing that. I couldn't do it, but now it seems to be all right. Make sure.
So you're just talking about getting the video off your iPhone,
right? Yeah. Now they're do what?
And not uploading it. That's a separate thing once you get it on the computer.
Right. That's a separate thing.
Okay.
No.
Anybody here that Cronus is updated today?
Yes, I did hear that. There's a setting in Fortnite to turn off copyrighted music. Doug showed in his video for Josh. Okay. I think Josh was actually trying to watch it and follow along because what little bit of audio I did hear when I was driving down the road, I heard him mention something about, oh, he wants me to do this. So I don't know if it was the audio or not. He'll get better at it.
I think, frankly, when he does like games and stuff, he gets more views
Well, I'm sure he does.
when he does than when he does other videos.
I'm sure he does. And Fortnite seems to be the game of the present or choice right now. So I'm sure he's going to pick up some views.
I'm gonna try to go live and do an unboxing and install of the new NVMe and 32 gigs of RAM I bought, and installing Windows and programs and stuff when I get the computer.
We're gonna have a real smoke test.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah.
you notice like channels where they say gaming at the end, they have a tendency to play games for some reason.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Yes.
I have noticed that.
Thank you, wise guy.
Awkward silence from the lower Arizona state.
Sean, how hot did it get there today?
I don't know, but I don't think you can hear my emails, but I'm getting a ton of emails with emergency alerts that there's supposed to be flooding tonight. That it's going to start raining and flooding here.
Wow.
So.
We're at a crispy 75 degrees right now.
Mm-hmm.
How hot did it get in Vegas today, Jeff?
I don't think it hit 110. I'll have to look and see. But yesterday, we got a request on our phones from Nevada Energy to hold down power usage between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Yes.
And I hadn't had one of those all this summer. First one.
Well, that's because this weekend they're predicting a record heat wave in the whole western part of the United States.
Yeah, it's been like that, Ken.
At 2 p.m. today, it got to 104.
That's tolerable.
You notice, Sean, when they say heat wave, it tends to get rather warm, just in case you don't know if it's hot there or not.
Thank you again, Mr. Wise Guy.
Hey.
It's a cool 72 here in
Hey, whoa. I see that Greg did not sleep all morning because I saw him watching some, I think, Da Vinci this morning, or he was on somebody's channel this morning, and I saw him.
Okay, official temperature high here today at the airport was 108.
108?
It's predicted to hit 114 on Tuesday.
Holy.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, this side of the states, Las Vegas, California, Arizona, Colorado, is supposed to get really, they're supposed to have heat advisories going on, where it's supposed to get like 120 or 125 here in Phoenix this week, or this weekend, or the next part of the week.
Mom and I were watching something today, and it was about 15 minutes long. All they did was talk about the heat wave in Wyoming, Salt Lake City.
Oh, yeah.
All of that area.
For those places, it's pretty hot.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Here in Arizona, we're used to having the occasional thing around 115. Not that we enjoy it, but it's more common.
VH Ringer says 53 degrees Fahrenheit. That's comfortable. That's real comfortable.
Did the old guy in the corner just say he's in Arizona? Does he know where he is? What's wrong with you guys? Sean doesn't know it's hot. Jeff just moved to Arizona without telling anybody. Oh, Lord.
I remember when we were in Vegas, it got 117 once. I do remember that. Yeah. And I thought, my
Phoenix,
God, this is
on the
hot.
average is hotter than Vegas.
This is the whole, pretty much the whole from Phoenix all the way up to Montana. There's some spots where it's not a extreme heat, but it's pretty much a lot of most of the area.
Who was saying 53 degrees a minute ago?
BH Ringer.
I hope that was Fahrenheit and not Celsius.
The coolest spot in California right now is probably top of Mount Shasta.
Jeff, we're trying
I looked on the app, and according to the weather app, this weather is not actually headed our way. Tomorrow is going to be 84, Sunday 80, Monday 79, 80 Tuesday, 82, 82, 82, 80 for the rest of the week. Those are comfortable temperatures. However, on the other side of the coin, we have a 60% chance of rain through Tuesday when it goes to 40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is 50. So lower temperatures with rain, humidity, don't look forward to that at all.
Well, it's like 74 here, but it's a cool 74.
You have a lot of humidity, Chris?
Well, we did, but a storm came through today and cooled it off.
Yeah, it was comfortable here today. Well, I'm going to do a video tomorrow. I got to figure out how to do this. Mom and I are going to Walmart. And we're both going to get carts, and we're going to race through the store.
Is Greg driving you again?
Yeah, Greg, if you can run over and take us, that'd be great.
I went out with my friend again tonight. We didn't watch a movie tonight. We just went to eat, and I was coming home. I came home early after we got to eating, and I kept seeing a cloud. And time I got home, it was pouring down.
That happened to us on Sunday. A couple little drops here and there. We pulled into Walmart. It was closed. Pulled out of Walmart, and man, did the skies open up.
And the lightning. It was really bad lightning too today.
So, Chris, was that the night that the lights went out in Georgia?
No, the lights didn't go out, luckily. It's a rainy night in Georgia.
I like that song.
Yeah, a lot of good music back then.
Hold on.
A lot of good music.
We were talking about that the other night.
Mm-hmm. Got 13 people watching right now. One number says 13, one number says 14. That's pretty good. I'll take that.
That's actually a movie.
7% or 7 likes for a 50% like rate. That's also pretty good. Can't complain about that. I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over that anyway. So, yeah, there's a movie called The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia.
There's a movie after the song.
I can't remember who sings the original song "Night the Light Went Out in Georgia," but
that was a woman.
Didn't we just talk about this?
The songwriter was Bobby Russell.
Was it Vicki Lawrence?
Might be.
Yeah. Vicki Lawrence, yeah.
Two minutes and 21 seconds to go in the game. 4th and 9. Indiana might get the football back, but it don't make no difference. They're still going to lose. Their star quarterback transferred to Washington, I think. I know it's way out west. The dumbest rule of the NCAA. Oh, they're going for it. Wow. Now they're not going for it. Okay. That's what I'm saying, Chris.
Her producer was Snuff Garrett. Snuff.
Any relation?
I doubt it.
Chris, do you have any relatives in Kansas?
In Kansas? Not that I know of.
Yeah, I think her name's Dorothy.
No, I knew some Garretts out where I grew up, and one of them was a guy that worked at the bank for 40 years, and then his daughter was a friend of my mother's for a while, years ago.
Well, I have an aunt and uncle that live in Wichita, Kansas, and they live in an underground house. So basically, the only thing you see when you drive up is this big dome on top, and their house is under it. So it's like an underground house.
So
I've never been there. But I want to go there. I want to see it. But
I've seen a few where some of the houses backed into a hillside. Haven't seen anything like a dome.
Yeah, my uncle built one in the back of a hillside. Wintermute asked who the Indiana's
I could
playing.
show you one.
They are playing Illinois, and Illinois just kicked a 48-yard field goal. The score is now 20-16 with 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the game.
Well, touchdown.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. They played a really good first half, and it's typical Indiana football. They seem to forget that there's 2 halves to the game. we'll see.
Well, he's got to reach real deep.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Never can tell.
we'll
You get surprised sometimes.
And
well, if this
Sean,
was last year, I would say sure, but when they had their star quarterback, but this year, now. So go ahead, Rick.
No,
and
he
Sean,
told
did
me,
you,
yeah, but what happened to the green kind? Why did you switch to red?
just for a different change in flavor.
You should try the purple thunder or the blue one or something. Those are pretty good too.
What in the hell are you guys talking about?
Mountain
Oh,
Dew.
he
Oh,
Mountain
Mountain
Dew.
Dew. Okay.
Hey, so you know
Thought
what?
there for a minute you were talking about
But
some kind of green weed or something. I don't know.
Craig,
those
put your
guys don't drink
sunglasses
real
on.
Mountain Dew anyway.
Craig, put your sunglasses on.
Real
So you know
Mountain
what?
Dew is clear and in a mason jar out by somebody's
Look at
mailbox
that.
in the backwoods.
Look at
Yeah.
that right there.
Hey, I'm not there. Hold whatever you're sharing. Keep it there. I'll look at it. I'm getting my coffee.
So you know what? I'm gonna see what Carrie's the whole hype is about those Intel drives. He says they're really, really fast and they work perfectly good. So that's why I ordered a 512 Intel 66P or something drive.
Well, Sean, I put when we built that computer for Josh, I donated an Intel 665p drive that I had bought and didn't use for something else.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty good. I mean, at the time, it wasn't rated as good as the Samsung. But it
Yeah.
was rated decently.
Yeah. I also got to buy, when I get this new computer, I got to save money and buy a Office key. Because right now, when I open Office or Word, it says, sorry, this product has been activated too many times. You have until September 30th, and then we will cut you off.
Hey, I'll be right back. There's something going on
Well,
with the Filipino thing, so I'll be in there in a minute. I'm gonna
Mm.
unmute. I'm gonna mute my microphone.
yeah, what office do you have, Sean?
Office 2000 or 2019 Pro Plus.
Okay. What, they won't reactivate it if you call them?
No, I've done it twice already.
Is that one of those office licenses from Cary?
Yeah,
Those are actually retail licenses.
yeah. No, I called Microsoft and gave them the key, and they said it was an MED license. It was not a retail license.
There's a utility that there's a command line you can do to tell, and mine comes up saying it's retail.
Yeah. I was watching
Now,
this.
it could be retail enterprise gray market, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna put another link in chat. What about this Tech Yes City video I just watched today? It's pretty good. He talks about activating. It says how to get Windows 11 for free in 2022. 4 methods. So,
Well, if you've got a unused license key for anything from Windows 7 up, you can
Yeah,
generally get that to activate.
Yeah, this is a good video if you guys want to watch it. He's in, I thought he was in somewhere else, but now he's in China. So
Hey, he went
he
there.
lives in China now.
He went there to visit his son
What, to China?
to Japan.
Yeah, but he's been there for like a year now already. He hasn't went back.
Now he's back in Australia.
Oh, because this video right here, today's video said that he's still in China or Japan. That he hasn't went back yet. So, because a couple videos ago, he showed hooking up the internet with those bridges. He said, oh yeah, over there is where my wife and my ex-wife and my son live. And I'm over here on this side in this apartment building. And he was showing a video on how to set up the bridge and everything so they could get internet. So I think he still is. Hang on, I'm gonna take this tape measure back. This is some good stuff right here. Cranberry, raspberry. It's great value, but it's actually pretty good.
That will be tangy.
Yeah, I also have cheese, 4 different kinds of cheese. I was shopping yesterday. I bought 3 things of creamer. I bought mixed vegetables to eat dry. Yeah, and I bought a bunch of salad mixes that were already put together.
What? No chocolate milk?
Got his
I'm not a kid like you, Blackwatch.
I know you'll never be asleep either.
All right. I think the Roku's going out. Greg had mentioned that the other day. I am back, by the way.
Can I share a screen a minute?
Just 1 second. Let me get the football game out of the way so I can watch the final last minute and 20 seconds of that loss. You may share your screen.
Let me see what the hell Oh, I gotta find where my Zoom is hiding now.
It's the button that says share.
No, but it's
Okay, it's not the
oh,
button.
I see. Share. This top line up here is a command I found someplace online. You can tell what version of Office you have, whether it's retail or whatever, supposedly. You go to the Office 16 directory, and that's where it's put even for Office 2021. And it uses a script to do this. And it shows you what your license is, supposedly. If you Google it, you can find how to do the same thing. So, I'm done.
Oh, I don't have it quite copied yet. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not sure if I had to download the VBS file or if that's one that's already there. If you can't find it, I'll see if I can hunt it up.
I'm kidding, actually.
Oh, okay.
So, Chris, you were sharing something while I was out of the room. Can you reshare it so I
Let me-
can see what that was?
Yeah.
Let me
I'll get it.
see. Okay, stop share. Okay,
Thank
there.
Let him get through. Okay.
See if how the game's going.
What game are you following?
Well, I was just looking at yours. It says there's 119 left.
Underground
My not play
house.
until tomorrow.
It's an underground house.
Underground or in the side of a hill?
Well, it's kind of in the side of a hill, so.
It's a big house.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far back. Well, I looked at the lot, the tax map, and the lot's not that big, so it can't go too far.
Nice looking house. Little yard.
Yeah, but I wonder if it
Where is
smells
it?
like
Is this in Georgia?
Yep. I just wonder if it smells like mildew or.
Oh, I don't know.
There wouldn't be any
That's-
reason for it to if it's built right.
Looks like
See
it's on
how
a decent sized lot if you look at that white picket fence on the right hand side.
Well, that's the property line, I believe.
Yeah.
See how it's got
Any chance
dark
you can get it
spots on
from
the
the
brick?
yeah?
That's moisture built up.
Any chance you can get an aerial view?
Aerial view, probably so. Let's see here.
Chris, how many mailboxes does that house have? Just
How
one.
many mailboxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, check the chat. See if that's how you do it.
Let me see where it is. I lost my place. It's right here, Ken. This is it right here.
Okay, so it doesn't go back very far then, does it? As far as the house itself goes.
Probably goes back to this fence, yeah.
Oh,
Probably
it's
that
got a good
fence
sized
line.
lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if I should share the tax map or not, but I got it up on the tax map too.
That's That's not where I found it, Sean, but it's the same command,
Yeah.
except you.
Cool. Thanks, Sean or Chris.
Do what now?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did I get it wrong? Every time we look at houses, we got to ask, how fast is the internet and how many mailboxes does it have?
Speaking of
44
how
seconds.
fast the internet is, I wonder where Alex is at
Ooh,
tonight.
second and goal at Illinois 5.
Yeah,
I
see
didn't
that.
catch what Flat Watch asked me while I was sharing. I mean, I know he asked me something
Me?
about mailboxes. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I just went through it. How fast is the internet in that house and how many mailboxes does it have?
Got to record that for Alex.
I don't know how many why you
Because that's the important thing, Chris. You got to know how fast your internet speed is, no matter where you're at in this world. If you go camping, what's he get? They scored a touchdown. Oh my goodness!
It's got one mailbox.
Well, then that's fine.
But how fast is the internet?
Exactly. We need now. Can you find out? How
Well,
fast?
there's probably Charter Spectrum cable, which is probably 100 down, and I don't know what up now. But it looks like they got direct TV. It's like they got either Dish or direct TV on top of the house.
I don't know, Chris. What up? I'm so confused.
We're just giving you a hard time, Chris.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not watching the actual
And I'm
game.
tired
I'm watching
tonight,
a
so-
scoreboard thing.
I'm watching the game, thanks to B.H. Ringer and Darren Gilholm. I'm actually watching the game, and they did score a
Mine says
touchdown.
first and goal at Illinois 0.
It's about to be 23-20 with 23 seconds to go.
Yeah, they just changed the score here on this
That
thing.
would be good. That'd be a good. If they can hold on to that, that'd be a
Pull
good
it out of their
victory.
behinds, maybe. All they got to do is not let them run it back.
Which that's easier said than done sometimes,
Yep.
especially Indiana. I did see where Indiana basketball teams ranked 17th in the nation before the season even starts. They got a rough start to their schedule. They play North Carolina, number 2, and then they play, I think it's the 10th, Kansas, and I think they're like, of all places, Kansas. I think they're ranked 10th.
Now they play us, Maryland.
Maryland always plays IU really tough. Maryland can have 2 victories in a year, and both those victories would be over Indiana. Indiana can have 2 losses in a year, and both those losses would be made at Maryland. It's weird. Maryland's got their number for sure. So, let's see, I didn't jinx them tonight. I don't have my IU shirt on, so that's probably why they're going to win. Kick it in the end zone, put them on a 20-yard line.
Georgia starts tomorrow.
I'm surprised this is a Big Ten game, and I'm really surprised it's the opening game for IU and second game of the season for Illinois. Usually they play about 3 or 4 non-conference cakewalk games, and then conference play opens up. But this year, it's all out of whack. Alex said he's fine, by the way. I sent him a message.
It's a matter of opinion, but anyway. Here it's 72, but all night long it's felt like, with a night that warms up. You get the odd night where that's what it feels like in this place.
Roll Tide. Yeah. Run, Forrest, run.
Who said Roll Tide?
Who's Roll Tide? Oh, come on,
I
Chris.
said who said Roll Tide?
You know who Roll Tide is, right?
I know who Roll Tide is. I said
okay.
Who said it?
Oh.
Everybody but people from Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, they always root for Tennessee.
At least if you're in the South.
I don't have a problem with Alabama.
When I lived in South Carolina, in Aiken, I heard Roll Tide most of the time. There were a few people that rooted for Bulldogs.
Well, Chris secretly is a Volunteer fan, but he just doesn't want to tell anybody.
That'd be a big one to swallow.
Wouldn't it, though? You be from Georgia and see, oh my God, oh, whew, they got lucky. Dude caught it on the 30-yard line of Indiana, but he dropped it. There's still 12 seconds to go. They can still screw around and mess this game up. So,
Well,
Chris, I'm gonna guess you
did
follow
they score an
UGA.
extra point?
Yeah,
Did
they.
Yeah, I do.
You're UGA fan, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they can kick a field goal and send a game to
23-20?
overtime.
Are they 23-20 or 24-20?
23-20.
So they didn't score an extra point, or
No, they were. It was 20-16. They scored the touchdown and made it 22-20. Kicked the extra point.
All right, okay. So it could still tie with a field goal.
Oh yeah, good. They sacked him at the 35-yard line. 7 seconds to go in the game. Good deal.
Game over.
Let's hope so.
Oh,
Got any timeouts left?
One.
Hmm.
Nope, they just used one, so now they got one left. That's pretty smart
Right.
management, actually.
So 7 seconds. They got to pucker for a little bit longer.
Yeah, well, they got to get it at least 30 yards down the field. They're on the 35 of Illinois, so if they go 35, they'll be on what, the 45 of Indiana. That'd be a 55-yard field goal. I don't think that's going to happen.
They better have
You
a
got
good
to get
arm.
it out of bounds too before the clock runs out.
Right. Yeah, a lot of variables in this. A lot of variables. Is it midnight already? Yep. Only reason I know that is I heard the train clock in the background. I don't tell time by clocks anymore. I go by that dumb train clock. Hail Mary coming. Oh, yeah. You know it is. You know that it is. And then if they catch it in bounds, you know they're going to start flea flickering it back and forth and doing anything. PH Ringer says, any chance Catherine is at the end of the world for mobile sailing championships? It's a possibility because apparently there's been a lot of people reach out to her and she is not answering anybody. So it's a possibility she might be in a part of the world where she can't answer anybody. Here we go.
Who's
7
that?
seconds to go.
You talking about Catherine?
Catherine H. Yeah. He steps up. He throws it. And it's incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, nuts.
Well, part of the problem is their quarterback's name's DeVito. It's probably Danny's son. And he calls his last timeout. Whatever. Get it over with. And it wasn't a Hail Mary either. It was straight up the field to about the 50-yard line. So a 15-yard pass isn't really going to do him any good.
Not unless the guy can run it down for another 15.
Yeah, well, in 7 seconds, that's asking an awful lot.
I know. Well, now it's got to go clear to the end zone in 2
Yes.
seconds.
No.
Well, our other guy's got to be able to run it all the way there without getting grabbed.
Better run fast.
Well,
Did he say run fast? Run, Forrest, run.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. So 2 movies came out yesterday and today. One of them I know is Jurassic Park World Domination or wherever that was. That's being released on Peacock. And I want to say the other one comes out next week is on the 8th will be the Dr. Love or Doctor Strange or whatever it is.
how many freaking Jurassic Park sequels can they make? I mean, Jesus.
Hopefully this was the last one.
I'm sorry.
What in the hell did what? Yep, game's over. So here's what they did. They threw it from the 35-yard line to the 50-yard line. The guy was standing there writing a novel. He catches it. He immediately turns and goes to lateral backwards, legal, to a guy standing there going, hits his helmet, game's over. That's just stupidity right there. Man.
Well, at least your team won.
Well, yeah, that's true. I'm glad they'll lose next week, though. I can close
Hey,
that.
so one YouTuber that I watch, his name, he lives in Vegas and he has 2 pit bulls. And he has 2 pit bull channels, one Zeusy the Pity and one Percy the Pity. His Zeusy the Pity channel overnight got hacked, and the people turned it into a crypto channel and started doing like crypto stuff on it. He got it back, but
PH Ringer sent me a real good article on people's email. YouTube's getting hacked. So let me go ahead and end the stream by hitting the end stream button and
I was
give some
going to
shout
say,
outs.
crypto is kind of a loser these days.
Yeah.
It may come back at some point. Who knows?
Thank you, B.H. Ringer, for being the first one in and trying to wake Mr. Greg Guy up. Chris Garrett, thank you. Tony Wallow, as always, good to see you, my friend. John Alloy, sorry about butchering your name. It was good to see you. Hope to see you Saturday and Sunday. Jim said he wasn't going to be joining us. Josh Kinder was there. Sean said he'd be in. Darren briefly said hi and went back to sleep. Blackwatch was in the chat room. Wintermute was there. And I think that's about everybody. And it should end here in a minute.
I was awake.
Yeah, I'm concerned. Is there everything all right there? I mean, anything you want to talk about?
I spent too much money today. I ordered a pressure washer, a dethatcher.